Continuing along the lines of emails and autoresponders, next let's look at email length. One of the questions that we hear a lot is, how long should my emails be? Well, the answer to that lies in the thought process, how much is needed to sell the click? If what's on the other side of that click needs a lot of explanation, then take the necessary time to explain it. On the other hand, a company like Apple can send an email with just a picture of their new shiny object and one little link that says learn more. Based on your audience, you just need to think about what they need in order to move forward from your email to your website or blog. So now let's talk about spam. There are two considerations when you look at the spam issue with regard to sending emails. Well, three when you consider the strategy I'm about to teach you. The first has to do with what's legal, and the second is what should I do? The law basically states that I can send an email to someone once they've opted into my list for as long as I want until they unsubscribe from the list. The CanSpam Act says that a prior business relationship or permission through opt-in relationship allows you to send messages for as long as you want, until they unsubscribe, that is. However, your customer really doesn't give a crap about the law. They're going to hit that spam button whenever they feel like it. So really your question isn't, how can I keep this person on my list as long as possible? Your real question is, how do I keep people from ever wanting to leave? This can be handled by really considering, are you setting the correct expectations for your subscriber when they sign up? Are you letting them know how many emails a day, week, or month they're going to be receiving from you? What will those emails be about? Then, the third thing we're going to do to reduce your spam complaints is add a report spam link right at the top of your emails. People can generally be a little bit nasty when it's online. They have that anonymity of the internet to mask their inner aggression. So we're going to add two links at the top of each email that look like this. However, both links go to your unsubscribe page. This way you get a fraction of the spam complaints and your subscriber gets their satisfaction of reporting you to the authorities. We have those two links at the top because at the bottom, you might want to reserve that space for the link to your website. Why? Well, we sent out an email once that was purely informative and didn't have a link to our website at the bottom of the page. So what happened is people would open the email and then click the only link available thinking that was going to take them to our site. Unfortunately, that was the unsubscribe link and we got a ton of unsubscribes. The moral of that story is people always want a link to click to at the bottom of emails. And, people that want to report spam, well, they want to do that probably just as soon as they open it if they don't just do it through Google or Hotmail or whatever. Make sure that every single one of your emails has at minimum at least one link to your website at the bottom before the unsubscribe link. Okay, so let's look at forced opt-ins. When it comes to forced email newsletter subscription, you're better to start with an unchecked subscribe box and let your users check the box themselves. This is going to result in fewer overall numbers. However, it's not about the ego stroke of having the biggest list, remember. It's much more about having customers that really want to receive your emails. If one of your customers doesn't want to be on your list, they're going to find a way to get off that list, I promise you. All right, so what are the action steps for lifetime value? 1, you want to identify your goal for customer emails. 2, you want to create one email, then get some feedback from a colleague. And 3, you want to send it out and track the response, then rinse and repeat.